Have you ever wondered if your own home might be hiding dangers that could harm your health? It's a shocking thought, but many everyday household items, things we all use without a second glance, could be exposing us to toxins, germs, and hidden health risks. In this video, I'm uncovering 8 common items that may seem harmless but could secretly jeopardize your well-being. Stick around until the end to learn how you can protect yourself and your loved ones from these surprising threats. You might just find the key to a safer, healthier home. This introduction sets a curious and slightly alarming tone, piquing interest while communicating why the audience should stay engaged. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Number 1. Scented candles. Scented candles are often seen as the perfect way to create a relaxing atmosphere at home. Their enticing fragrances can instantly transform a room, making it feel warm, welcoming, and aromatic. Whether it's the sweet scent of vanilla, the invigorating freshness of citrus, or the comforting notes of lavender, scented candles are a staple in many households. However, beneath the cozy ambience they create lies a hidden health risk that many consumers are unaware of. One of the primary concerns with scented candles is the chemical ingredients used to create these captivating fragrances. Many of these candles contain substances such as limonene, phthalates, and other synthetic additives that may pose serious health risks when burned. While limonene, for instance, gives off a pleasant citrus scent, it can undergo a chemical transformation when it interacts with the air, particularly with ozone present in the atmosphere. This reaction can result in the formation of formaldehyde, a colorless and pungent gas. Formaldehyde is widely recognized as a human carcinogen, meaning it has the potential to cause cancer. Exposure to formaldehyde has been linked to a range of health problems, including respiratory issues, inflammation, liver toxicity, and even an increased risk of lung and breast cancer over long-term exposure. In addition to formaldehyde, many scented candles also contain phthalates, a class of chemicals commonly used to enhance fragrance and make the scent last longer. Phthalates are known endocrine disruptors, which means they interfere with the body's hormone system. Long-term exposure to phthalates has been associated with a variety of negative health outcomes, including reproductive issues, developmental problems, and an increased risk of certain cancers. In particular, phthalates can have particularly harmful effects on children, pregnant women, and developing fetuses, increasing the likelihood of developmental delays, birth defects, and other health complications. The risks of burning scented candles become even more concerning when you consider the environment in which they are used. Many people burn candles in confined spaces, such as bedrooms, bathrooms, or small living rooms, where the fumes from the candles have little room to dissipate. In these enclosed environments, the concentration of harmful chemicals in the air can build up quickly, making it even more likely that you will inhale toxic substances. This is especially dangerous for people with respiratory issues, allergies, or sensitivities to chemicals. Additionally, if you are pregnant or planning to become pregnant, it's crucial to be aware of the potential risks posed by these chemicals, as they could negatively affect both you and your unborn child. So, how can you protect yourself from the harmful effects of scented candles? The best approach is to minimize their use, particularly in small, poorly ventilated spaces. If you choose to use scented candles, make sure you place them in well-ventilated areas where fresh air can help disperse any potentially harmful fumes. Additionally, consider opting for candles made from natural ingredients, such as soy or beeswax, and look for ones that use essential oils instead of synthetic fragrances. These alternatives tend to be less harmful and don't contain the same harmful chemicals as traditional paraffin wax candles. Finally, always burn candles in moderation and never leave them unattended, as prolonged exposure to the fumes can increase the health risks associated with these seemingly harmless products. By being aware of the potential dangers and making informed choices, you can continue to enjoy the ambience and fragrance of candles without compromising your health or the health of your loved ones. Number 2. Humidifiers. Dry cleaned clothes, while offering convenience and a crisp finish, can also present health risks due to the chemicals used during the cleaning process. One of the most common solvents employed by professional cleaners is perchloroethylene, PERC, which is a potent chemical compound known for its efficiency in removing stains and dirt. However, PERC is also a recognized carcinogen, meaning prolonged exposure can significantly increase the risk of developing various cancers, including esophageal, uterine, and bladder cancers. The dangers of PERC aren't limited to cancer. Long-term exposure can also result in respiratory issues, such as irritation of the lungs and throat, and neurological problems, including memory loss and dizziness. Additionally, PERC can remain on the fabric even after the clothes are returned from the cleaners. When the clothing is still wrapped in plastic, these harmful chemicals can slowly evaporate, releasing fumes into the air and increasing the potential for exposure. To minimize health risks, it is advisable to remove the plastic covering from dry-cleaned garments immediately after receiving them. Allowing the clothing to air out for at least 3 to 4 hours helps to disperse any lingering chemicals and reduces the chances of inhaling harmful vapors. Moreover, avoid storing freshly dry-cleaned clothes in tightly sealed closets or drawers, as confined spaces can trap the fumes, increasing exposure to toxic substances. To further safeguard your health, consider opting for a dry cleaner that uses greener alternatives to traditional solvents, such as liquid CO2 or silicone-based cleaning agents, which are less harmful to both human health and the environment. Alternatively, hand washing or using home dry cleaning kits can be safer options for routine garment care. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 3. Dry cleaned clothes. Dry cleaned clothes, while offering convenience and a crisp finish, can also present health risks due to the chemicals used during the cleaning process. One of the most common solvents employed by professional cleaners is perchloroethylene, PERC, which is a potent chemical compound known for its efficiency in removing stains and dirt. However, PERC is also a recognized carcinogen, meaning prolonged exposure can significantly increase the risk of developing various cancers, including esophageal, uterine, and bladder cancers. The dangers of PERC aren't limited to cancer. Long-term exposure can also result in respiratory issues, such as irritation of the lungs and throat, and neurological problems, including memory loss and dizziness. Additionally, PERC can remain on the fabric even after the clothes are returned from the cleaners. When the clothing is still wrapped in plastic, these harmful chemicals can slowly evaporate, releasing fumes into the air and increasing the potential for exposure. To minimize health risks, it is advisable to remove the plastic covering from dry-cleaned garments immediately after receiving them. Allowing the clothing to air out for at least 3 to 4 hours helps to disperse any lingering chemicals and reduces the chances of inhaling harmful vapors. Moreover, avoid storing freshly dry-cleaned clothes in tightly sealed closets or drawers, as confined spaces can trap the fumes, increasing exposure to toxic substances. To further safeguard your health, consider opting for a dry cleaner that uses greener alternatives to traditional solvents, such as liquid CO2 or silicone-based cleaning agents, which are less harmful to both human health and the environment. Alternatively, hand washing or using home dry cleaning kits can be safer options for routine garment care. Number 4. Thermal paper receipts. Thermal paper receipts, often found crammed in wallets, purses, or shopping bags, pose a hidden health risk due to their chemical composition. These receipts are coated with a special substance that enables printing without ink, but this substance typically contains bisphenol A, BPA, a known endocrine disruptor. BPA is absorbed rapidly through the skin upon contact, making it easy for the chemical to enter the bloodstream. Research indicates that even brief or incidental exposure to thermal paper can result in BPA absorption levels that exceed the recommended safety limits. The health implications of BPA exposure from receipts are concerning. Studies have shown that BPA interferes with hormone regulation, leading to various adverse effects. For men, prolonged exposure to BPA has been linked to lower testosterone levels, potentially affecting fertility and overall reproductive health. For women, the chemical can contribute to early or premature puberty, disrupting normal developmental processes. Furthermore, exposure to BPA has been associated with an increased risk of more serious conditions, such as certain cancers, metabolic disorders like diabetes, and obesity, which can all stem from the hormone-disrupting effects of the chemical. The fact that BPA can be easily absorbed through the skin raises concerns about routine contact with receipts, which many people handle daily. Even minimal contact, such as briefly touching a receipt during a transaction, can lead to harmful exposure over time, particularly for those who work in retail or handling receipts frequently. Given the potential risks, it's advisable to handle thermal paper receipts with caution. Minimizing direct contact is a practical step, and for those who handle receipts often, wearing gloves or using a tissue to pick them up can help reduce the risk of BPA exposure. Alternatively, opting for digital receipts whenever possible can eliminate the risk, providing a safer, eco-friendly solution. Number 5. Antibacterial soaps. While antibacterial soaps may seem like a helpful solution for keeping harmful bacteria at bay, they can often pose more risks than benefits. Many of these soaps contain triclosan, a controversial ingredient that acts as an antibacterial agent. Triclosan has been linked to a variety of health concerns, including disrupting the endocrine system and particularly affecting thyroid hormone regulation. This disruption can potentially lead to issues such as altered metabolism, developmental problems, and weight gain. Furthermore, prolonged exposure to triclosan has been associated with the development of antibiotic resistance, making bacteria harder to kill and contributing to the growing global problem of resistant infections. Beyond hormone disruption and antibiotic resistance, triclosan has been shown to impair the immune system, making individuals more vulnerable to infections and illnesses. One of the other serious concerns with triclosan is its ability to react with chlorine in tap water, a common disinfectant. When combined, these chemicals can produce toxic byproducts, including chloroform gas, a potentially harmful substance that can irritate the respiratory system and pose long-term health risks. In light of these dangers, it is highly advisable to choose plain soap and water for regular hand washing. Plain soap is effective at removing dirt, bacteria, and viruses without the need for harmful chemicals like triclosan. For those seeking antibacterial properties, safer alternatives are available. Opting for products that contain benzoic acid, a naturally occurring substance, can be a much safer option that still offers some antibacterial effects. This helps to minimize the risk of health issues while ensuring effective hygiene practices. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 6. Non-stick pans. Non-stick pans are widely used in kitchens around the world for their convenience, making cooking easier and reducing the need for excessive oils or fats. They're especially favored for cooking delicate foods like eggs or fish, and their easy-to-clean surfaces are a major selling point. However, beneath their convenience, non-stick pans pose several potential health risks, especially when the coatings begin to wear out or are exposed to high temperatures. Overheating non-stick pans is one of the most significant dangers because the chemicals used in the coating can degrade and release toxic fumes into the air. The most common material used in non-stick cookware is polytetrafluoroethylene, PTFE, which is best known by the brand name Teflon. While PTFE itself is considered stable at low to moderate temperatures, it becomes unstable when subjected to high heat, particularly above 500 degrees Fahrenheit 260 degrees Celsius. At these temperatures, the PTFE coating can start to break down, releasing harmful fumes and particles into the air. These fumes, which contain toxic substances, can cause flu-like symptoms in humans, commonly referred to as Teflon flu, characterized by chills, fever, and a headache. In severe cases, prolonged exposure to these fumes has been linked to damage to the respiratory system. Aside from PTFE, many older non-stick coatings contain perfluorooctanoic acid, PFOA, a synthetic chemical that was once used to make PTFE. Research has shown that PFOA is linked to a range of serious health issues, including elevated cholesterol levels, thyroid problems, immune system dysfunction, and even certain types of cancer, such as kidney and testicular cancer. While the use of PFOA in the manufacturing of non-stick cookware has largely been phased out in recent years due to regulatory pressure, concerns remain about the long-term health impacts of exposure to even low levels of this chemical. Moreover, older cookware made with PFOA may still pose a risk if the coating begins to break down. To reduce potential exposure to harmful substances, it's essential to replace old or scratched non-stick pans, as the integrity of the coating can be compromised over time. Scratches and wear make it easier for harmful chemicals to leach into food and air. If you're considering alternatives to non-stick cookware, ceramic-coated pans are an excellent choice. These pans typically contain a silica-based coating that is free from both PTFE and PFOA, providing a safe and non-toxic cooking surface. Ceramic cookware is durable, scratch-resistant, and can withstand high cooking temperatures without releasing harmful chemicals, making it a much safer option for cooking. Another viable alternative is stainless steel cookware. While it doesn't have the same non-stick properties as PTFE or ceramic-coated pans, stainless steel is highly durable, non-reactive, and free from harmful chemicals. It is ideal for searing, browning, and deglazing, and is also dishwasher safe and easy to maintain. It's a long-lasting option that poses no health risks when used properly, making it an excellent investment for anyone concerned about the safety of their cookware. If you choose to continue using non-stick pans, be mindful of a few safety measures to minimize risks. Avoid using high heat when cooking with non-stick pans. The higher the temperature, the greater the chance that the coating could break down, especially if the pan is left empty on a hot burner for too long. Never use non-stick pans with metal utensils, as this can cause scratches that damage the coating and increase the risk of chemicals leaching out. Additionally, avoid cooking on an empty pan or preheating it on high heat, as these actions significantly increase the likelihood of overheating. By carefully selecting your cookware and following best practices for use and maintenance, you can reduce exposure to potentially harmful chemicals while ensuring that your cooking experience remains both safe and enjoyable. Opting for non-toxic, long-lasting alternatives like ceramic or stainless steel will not only promote better health but also contribute to a more sustainable kitchen by reducing the need for frequent replacement of worn-out non-stick pans. Number 7. Air fresheners. Air fresheners are a staple in many households, providing a quick and easy way to mask unpleasant odors and keep indoor spaces smelling fresh. While they may seem harmless, air fresheners often contain a variety of chemicals that can pose serious risks to human health, especially when used frequently or over long periods. One of the primary culprits is phthalates, a group of chemical compounds commonly found in air fresheners. Phthalates are used to make fragrances last longer and help the scent disperse more evenly. However, they are not only found in air fresheners. They are also present in many everyday products such as cleaning supplies, plastics, and even personal care items like lotions and perfumes. Phthalates, while effective in their function, have been shown to have potentially harmful effects on health. Studies have linked phthalate exposure to a variety of health issues, particularly related to the endocrine system. These chemicals can disrupt the normal functioning of hormones, leading to fertility problems in both men and women. In women, phthalate exposure has been associated with menstrual irregularities, reduced fertility, and complications during pregnancy. In men, phthalates can negatively impact sperm count and motility, making conception more difficult. Children are particularly vulnerable to the effects of phthalates, as early exposure can interfere with their developing endocrine systems, potentially leading to developmental delays, behavioral problems, and even early puberty. Beyond fertility and developmental concerns, air fresheners may also trigger respiratory problems. Many air fresheners release volatile organic compounds, VOCs, into the air. VOCs are chemicals that can vaporize at room temperature, and they have been linked to both short and long-term health issues, particularly in individuals with asthma or other respiratory conditions. Common symptoms associated with VOC exposure include coughing, wheezing, shortness of breath, and chest tightness. Over time, frequent exposure to VOCs can lead to more severe conditions such as chronic bronchitis, emphysema, and even lung cancer. In addition to respiratory issues, prolonged exposure to air fresheners has been associated with neurological problems. Some studies have found that the chemicals found in air fresheners can contribute to headaches, dizziness, and even cognitive impairment. Children are particularly at risk of experiencing these neurological effects, as their developing brains are more sensitive to environmental toxins. Additionally, some air fresheners contain substances like formaldehyde, a known carcinogen that can be released into the air when the product is heated or used for prolonged periods. Given the potential dangers of air fresheners, it's crucial to consider safer, more natural alternatives to improve indoor air quality without compromising health. One of the easiest and most effective methods is through natural ventilation. Opening windows and allowing fresh air to circulate can help reduce the buildup of chemicals inside your home. In addition to improving air quality, natural ventilation can also help regulate humidity levels, which can prevent the growth of mold and mildew that contribute to indoor air pollution. If you're looking for a more sustainable solution, air purifying plants are an excellent option. Certain plants have been shown to naturally absorb harmful toxins from the air while also releasing oxygen, creating a cleaner and more pleasant environment. Aloe vera, for example, is known for its ability to purify the air by removing formaldehyde and benzene, both of which are commonly found in indoor air. English ivy is another excellent air purifier, effective in removing pollutants like trichloroethylene, benzene, and xylene from the air. Other plants, such as spider plants, peace lilies, and bamboo palms, are also known for their air purifying properties. In addition to their air purifying abilities, many of these plants offer added benefits, such as being easy to care for and enhancing the aesthetic of your living space. For those who prefer a more functional approach, essential oils can also provide a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Diffusing essential oils like lavender, eucalyptus, or citrus can help freshen the air without the harmful chemicals found in air fresheners. Additionally, using an essential oil diffuser allows you to control the strength of the scent and enjoy the therapeutic benefits of aromatherapy. Ultimately, while air fresheners may provide an immediate solution to unpleasant odors, the long-term health risks associated with their use may outweigh the benefits. By opting for natural ventilation, air-purifying plants, and safer alternatives like essential oils, you can maintain a fresh-smelling home without putting your health at risk. Taking these simple steps to reduce exposure to harmful chemicals can help create a cleaner, healthier living environment for you and your family. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 8. Plastic food containers. Even BPA-free plastic containers, once considered a safer alternative to their BPA-laden counterparts, can still pose significant health risks due to the chemicals they contain. While BPA, bisphenol A, was once the main concern in plastics, manufacturers have developed BPA-free alternatives that are now widely used in food containers. However, these replacements often contain other chemicals, such as BPS, bisphenol S, BPF, bisphenol F, phthalates, and styrene, which can have similar endocrine-disrupting effects. These chemicals can leach into food and beverages, especially when the plastic is exposed to heat or wear over time, leading to serious health concerns. Research has shown that chemicals in plastic containers, especially those that mimic estrogen, can disrupt the endocrine system by interfering with hormone production, regulation, and function. This disruption can have far-reaching effects on the body, contributing to issues such as hormone imbalances, early puberty, reduced fertility, and increased risks of reproductive cancers. Studies have also linked exposure to these chemicals with developmental problems in children, neurobehavioral issues, and an increased risk of metabolic disorders such as obesity and diabetes. Even low-level exposure to certain plasticizers, particularly during critical periods of development, such as pregnancy or childhood, can have lasting effects on health. One of the major ways these harmful chemicals are released from plastics is through heating. When plastic containers are exposed to heat, such as in a microwave, dishwasher, or when left in a hot car, the plastic molecules break down and leach chemicals into the food stored inside. The risk is particularly high when microwaving food in plastic containers, as the intense heat causes the plastic to degrade more quickly, potentially releasing toxins into your food. This can be especially concerning when reheating fatty foods or liquids, as fats and oils tend to absorb chemicals more readily. Another risk comes from the everyday wear and tear that plastic containers experience. Over time, plastic can become scratched, cracked, or cloudy, which further increases the likelihood of chemical leaching. These damaged plastics are more prone to breaking down, releasing harmful substances into food and beverages, and, in some cases, even contaminating your kitchen environment with particles from the degraded plastic. This is especially true for containers that are used repeatedly, increasing the chances of plastic deterioration and chemical leaching. To protect your health and reduce exposure to these harmful substances, it's highly recommended to replace plastic containers with safer, non-toxic alternatives. Glass containers are an excellent choice as they are naturally free from harmful chemicals, are resistant to staining, and are microwave and dishwasher safe. Glass also does not absorb food odors or flavors, which can be an issue with plastic containers over time. Unlike plastic, glass is inert and won't leach chemicals into your food, regardless of temperature or frequency of use. Another great alternative is stainless steel, which is highly durable, non-toxic, and resistant to corrosion. Stainless steel containers are particularly useful for food storage and transport, as they are easy to clean, and offer a long lifespan without the risk of chemical contamination. However, stainless steel containers are typically not microwave safe, so it's important to remember to transfer food to a microwave-safe container when reheating. In addition to choosing safer materials for food storage, it's crucial to reconsider how food is reheated. Avoid using plastic containers in the microwave or dishwasher, as these environments increase the likelihood of harmful chemicals leaching into food. Instead, opt for ceramic or glass containers that are specifically labeled as microwave safe. If you prefer cooking with metal cookware, Stainless steel pots and pans are an excellent choice for stovetop reheating. For food on the go, consider investing in stainless steel or glass food storage jars with secure lids to maintain freshness and prevent contamination. By making these simple but impactful changes, you can significantly reduce your exposure to the harmful chemicals found in plastic containers. This will not only help to protect your health from the potential risks of endocrine disruption and other related health problems, but also support the long-term wellness of your family. While eliminating plastic may not always be practical, being mindful of your choices and switching to safer alternatives for food storage and reheating can go a long way in minimizing the risks associated with harmful chemicals in plastics. Wow, we've covered a lot of ground today. So, what have you learned so far? Were you shocked to discover just how many everyday household items could pose serious risks to your health? We've talked about everything from scented candles and humidifiers to antibacterial soaps and non-stick pans. But what stood out to you? Take a moment to reflect on which of these hidden dangers caught your attention and, more importantly, what action you're going to take to protect yourself and your family. We'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Share one thing you've learned today and how you plan to apply it in your life moving forward. If you found this video helpful, informative, or eye-opening, please leave your thoughts in the comments and let us know what else you'd like us to explore. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with others who might benefit from this info, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on more valuable insights like these. Your support means the world to us and helps us keep creating content that can make a difference in your life. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, your health is worth prioritizing. See you in the next video.